for electric vehicle, which is for smaller cities and international market. It will help in the development in the India's infrastructure. And the sales of automotive on EV vehicle will also grow simultaneously, which we have worked in the past. FMCG segment, and then we focus on the branding part. This is going to help a lot to the community in returns.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. We have one such industry giant on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Enam Hyder Choudhary. He is an accomplished professional with nearly 3 decades of diverse business experience, standing as a visionary leader in the field of marketing and business development. As the managing director of Langsword Electric Vehicle Charging Station Private Limited since 2021, he has played a pivotal role in the evolution of a complete EV charging solution business, earning MSME certificate for the EV charging business. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Mr. Choudhary.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, Mr. Sunny.
So to begin with, Mr. Choudhary, could you elaborate on your vision for the establishing of brand Langsword in the electric vehicle manufacturing and EV charging infrastructure sectors in India and abroad, alongside your primary role and responsibilities?
Certainly. As the visionary behind the Langsword Automotive Private Limited and Langsword Electric Vehicle Charging Station. In both these companies, in the EV segment for electric vehicle, which is for smaller cities and international market, we are coming up with models which are compatible with the Indian market standard as well as the international market standard, where there is a range of cars which are economical as well as supercars which are basically high-end models. In this range which is there, like probably a single charge which will give up to 300 kilometers, and a supercharged car like a supercars which will be providing on a single charge 750 kilometers. So we are already working on now the prototype, the design and the technical part is already complete. Simultaneously, there is a arrangement going on for knockdown facility with the South African company, where the 50% of the model which will be made out there, so that the market is also catered in the African segment. As well as for electric vehicle charging infrastructure, we are working on wireless technology with the public charging station concept, PCS, like a petrol pump, full-fledged, because there is a tremendous gap in the market for a charging infrastructure. So in this way, we are working on this both the direction for EV, for both the segment, for economical range as well as high price range. And for charging infrastructure, where on highways, where we are planning to build in 7 states at every 50 kilometers radius. In this way, we are heading towards competitions with the other existing player who are only focusing on 1 or 2 units and not on PCS solution, which is actually the requirement not only for the business, but as well as it will help in the development in the India's infrastructure. And the sales of automotive on EV vehicle will also grow simultaneously. That's how we understand. Yes.
Mr. Choudhary, first of all, thank you for the excellent start to this interview. So continuing our conversation, our viewers would like to know, with 28 years of experience in marketing various sectors, can you share some key achievements that you are particularly proud of?
Yes, there was certain product range which we have worked in the past. FMCG segment, minerals, which I have focused mainly on iron ore, coal, in all those sectors. So few achievements which we have got is by launching a product with a scheme in FMCG, by giving gold as a benefit to the traders, to the retailers. And the impact of that was the other product of that same range, the retailer preferred to proceed with our range. So in a period like Diwali, where all the festivities and others are offered. So in these more than 250 retailers in the South Mumbai market, they preferred going with one product range. So that was very uh, beneficial to the brand, which was Penjon, by utilizing our scheme in Pan India level. So this was something which helped us in the FMCG segment.
All right. So continuing our conversation and moving ahead, can you discuss your experience with market research and brand development in the international market?
In this, as depending on the sector, which sector, every sector is having its own requirement for market research, whether it's a consumer product, electronic items, or an EV. So when we enter into the market, we basically understand the consumer preference, what consumer preference is, what is the procurement process, the purchasing process, the market share of the product of that particular competitive range, and what is the possibility for entering into the market. So after going through and studying all this in detail, then we have to develop a strategy. In this, we take the market share, the retailer through the retailers, through the various distribution network, and then by that we approach with certain scheme so that the penetration in the market takes place first. And then we focus on the branding part. So in this way, it helps us in catering to the local distribution network and the consumer requirement. So African market has a different taste, European market has a different taste, Western America has a different kind of approach. And the distribution network is the key important part, because there is a possibility where even with one single box of, for example, if it's a consumer product, FMCG. So launching a product in the market when within like 15 states or 20 states, it is possible takes place, because if we give this product to somebody, that by asking to get this thing on their own network of their own retailer, and if that becomes possible, then the bulk sale and the penetration in the market with the presence of the product is possible. So it all depends on the product and the market. Accordingly, we have to work it out that which is the best way to penetrate. That is how in FMCG we have done it. In distribution network of minerals, we have done it. That is how we have entered in the market.
All right. Okay. So moving ahead from FMCG and consumer durables to EV landscape, what led you to explore your potential in ESG and corporate governance?
The vast experience in this field, and in the simultaneously in this long journey, we have realized that there is a requirement where sustainability is there and social responsibility is also there simultaneously. So keeping all these experiences and coming around with the experiences which we have received by servicing this corporate sector and various other sectors, the need for ESG in the corporate, where we can play simultaneously a good role and provide some effective services in the run.
All right. That sounds interesting. So building on to that, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
First of all, we have done our business practices through sincerity and business ethics. Simultaneously, this has helped us in providing and understanding the social need, the environmental social governance part, that what is important not only for the core management team, but simultaneously for the employees as well as the surrounding, which helps in providing an effective uh, steps to be taken through ESG for the community, for the environment, and everybody knows the climate change and other things which are going on. This is going to help a lot to the community in returns. So that is where my other focus is simultaneously with ESG governance.
Okay. So moving forward, Mr. Choudhary, let's discuss technology and its impact on your professional landscape. So here is my question to you. What are some changes with technology you expect to see in your field with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, and Web 3.0?
Thankfully, because of this technology, our range which we are focusing, all these things are getting implemented in our range. IoT is also very helpful. Digital twin technology is also helpful because that is helping us in not only the design part, but simultaneously even into the manufacturing, that is, will be the assembly line. So blockchain technology is definitely going to provide a good support to the transaction related benefit, which the consumer is going to utilize in the, for example, if it's a charging station infrastructure, in the charging station, the payment which they are going to make and the supply part which is there related to technology and the data which is getting collected. All this technology we are implementing, and that is self-driving also through AI. That is also which we are already seeing in the market. And this thing in our Langshot brand, which is a supercar, all these things we have already taken into consideration. So the functional prototype is having more features than which is prevailing in the market.
All right. Okay. Mr. Chaudhary, thank you for sharing such amazing insights into different subjects. So this brings us to the last question of the session. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the team of World Development Corporation?
This is a very wonderful steps they have taken, and it is going to bring various knowledge expert from various sectors, various background. This will not only help a team building from these various leaders who are experts in their own field, it will help and motivate other entrepreneurs and get a base with a clear platform from where they can have their where they can take the advantage from these experts and implement in their day-to-day process or in their operation. So I think this is something which is very great with Mr. Jeshan Patan and his team who is taking this initiative. So this will not only benefit them, but it seems even will benefit me also. In other words, if I'm seeing somebody from other sector with other knowledge background and where I'm lacking, I may be also benefit simultaneously. So this is a good and it will be my pleasure if I am one of them also.
Great, Mr. Chaudhary. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you for joining us today, and we wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Yes, definitely. It has definitely has done it, and we see many in the future.
Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Same to you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take
Bye.
care.